Okay, good morning everybody. Sorry for the length of title of the video, but today we're going to Chambray, and I'm going to do this live on Poscom. So instead of VATSIM, we're flying on Poscom. I'm not quite sure how many people are here, if anybody's here or not just yet. Oh, I just remembered something. I need to edit this video again and make sure it's not being made for kids, and then we will be able to see the chat. So turn that on. No, it's not made for kids. Can we turn that on? Okay. Oh, hang on. Put that there. Yes, I believe we are done now. Sorry about this. There's one. The unfortunate thing about YouTube is that when you broadcast, you can't set things up beforehand. I've tried, so you've got to do it as soon as you come online, and I think that is about right. So let's go. Here we are. We're in the Tolis A320, and we're going to fly to Chambray, which is in France, LFLB. And I've pre-filed my plan. Let me just show you on Poscom. So here's the plan. It's been pre-filed, and the way you do that is through SimBrief. So you create your flight plans and you pre-file there, because it says at the bottom Poscom, pre-file it, and it automatically goes through to Poscom. Okay, so my flight is pre-filed. There is the flight. I need to make a copy of that somewhere. Control C, find notepad somewhere. I thought I had a notepad. Here we have notepad. I'll just put that there, because I'm pretty sure that once I submit, this page here will disappear and I will not be able to see my plan. Okay, so it's an XMO 1 Bravo, XMO Mike 140 Sam, etc. I haven't actually checked the wind, which I will do in a moment, but so therefore what we now need to do is connect to Poscom. So plugins, log in, aircraft 321, it should be BAW. I need to change that up there, don't I? BAW and log in, authorizing, so connecting. It's taking its time. Oh, okay. So I need to go show plugin admin. I need to first of all, SkyMax Pro I need to turn off, because I am using Ultra Weather XP, and I need to turn off Traffic Global. Okay, I think that does it. Hang on, let's just check. Turn off Real Weather Connector as well. There we are, right. Success, you are connected to Poscom. Acknowledge. Alright, so I am connected, I hope. Yeah. And now I need to activate my plan. So there's my flight plan, which is good. And now submit. If I did a date or flight departure time as well as the future, will not be able to access this flight until we can press OK, otherwise press cancel, amend date of flight. Okay, amend the date of the flight. Where is the date? Date of flight is it's February. Let's amend it to, what date is it today? It is the 12th. Well, that's right, 12th. And let's do 9:45. Okay, so that should be good. Your final flight that will be sent direct to say it cannot be able to. If you want, yeah, to be able to departure time. Yeah, we'll adjust that slightly, I think. Oh, it's submitted. That's what's been sent. Okay. I don't believe there's any ATC on. We'll just check. No, there's no ATC on. It's just me here. There's only 5 pilots flying in the world anyway. So with there not being any ATC on, I have to use the Pilot Client Web UE. ATC. Log on status. GDOP, I think. Flight number EAW2302. I hope I get this right. That's been sent. And I should get a message, and my squawk is 1177. So let's put that in. Clear that. 1177. And now I can do my flight plan. So we're going from to. I wonder if I've got a flight plan here. No. Well, that's no problem. So we'll do it properly. EGFF/LFLB. Oops. LFLB. Okay. Our flight number is BAW2302. We'll do a cost index of 20. And we'll cruise at 350. Okay, that's good enough. Flight plan. EGFF departure. And we need to check that weather, don't we? No, I'm not quite sure where I can check weather. So I'll just do this. Wind is 120. Oh no, sorry. 090, 16 gusting to 28. So it is a runway 12 departure. That's good enough for me. So runway 12. XMO 1 Bravo. There we are. Temporary flight plan. Okay. Scroll down to XMO. It's saying a Mike 140 airways. I'm not quite sure whether that's still valid, but we'll see. Mike 140. Yeah, that's good. I will go Y8. GWC. Where is it? GWC, and then direct to Benbow, E-E-N-B-O. Clear. No. Upper Lima 612. We'll do it this way. No, that's not going to go in either. Clear. B-E-N-B-O. Oh no. Benbow. No. Okay. GWC. Clear. And we've got Benbow and a Benbow. So next airway is Upper Lima 612. Yep. Upper Lima 178. And then Omani, O-M-A-N-I. Temporary insert. Okay. Destination LFB. So the arrival is going to be ILS 18, and we want an Omani 1 Papa. There we go. Oman 1 Papa. We could use a transition at colour, but we'll wait until we get a bit closer. Alright, so let's have a look. Just want to make sure there's no discontinuities. No, there we go. That's good. Excellent. Perf initialization. Oh, and now we go to over there. Select config. Okay, for the active runway. I'll just adjust the block fuel a little bit. I think that would be enough. So V1 is 147, 147, 147, and 150, 150. Excelente. Flaps is 1/- down 1.0, was that? Oh no, 0.1. 0.1. Flex temp is 46. There's no format error there. I was going to say, next phase, that's okay. Flight plan, initialization. B init page will be done because we are running. Okay. I think we're good to go. Time to use toga thrust. Okay. see our departure there, take off on 12, X-more 1 Bravo, and then cross the water to X-more, and away we go. Initial altitude climb is 6,000 feet. It's actually 5,000 feet on this one. And then climbing to 7.7 at X-more. And because we've no ATC, we use 129950. 129950. Which is the same as Unicom on VATSIM. Right, let's see what's going on here. Oops, close that, minimize that, put that over there. It's all fun and games, isn't it? Oh! And I've just realised. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Only 2 people watching. It's no surprise it is early. I'm just trying to figure out why my chat is disabled, so bear with me a second. It shouldn't be disabled. Chat should be on now. I will check that. Yes, chat is on. So I can now see. There we go. Alright, let's I think we're pretty much good to go. One thing I didn't check was when I did the meta was what the QNH was. I didn't notice. QNH is 1005. Okay. 1005. Let's just get this in the other side as well, so we don't get any altitude discrepancies. Whoops. And that. Oops. On. Taxi lights are on. Strobes on. Wing, nav, and logo. Okay. Better pushback, by the way, for those of you who've got it, has been fixed. Well, I say fixed, it's had some things done to it, and one of the things you may have noticed then was that as soon as I clicked on it, it came on straight away.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
I am ready, so I'll call you. Now, apparently they've changed things here a little bit, and so that you don't get delays. So as soon as I hit this,
ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Apparently it's supposed to start working immediately. I think we'll put the plan on that side. Or shall we have nav? Not that it matters. There's my pushback. The one thing I do like about better pushback.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Just watch this now. The thing I like about better pushback is that it remembers if you've flown, if you've taxied back from a position, it remembers everything, so you don't have to re-put it in. So it remembered that I'd taxied from here before, so it's doing doing the pushback automatically. Or it's laid out the pushback course automatically because it remembered that I came from here before. It actually lifts the aircraft up. I don't know if you saw that.
Connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh gosh. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback.
Hey, quit blinding me with your taxi light.
Oh,
Turn it off.
I'm right. Turn it off quick. Turn the taxi lights off. I didn't know they were on. They're off.
Hey, quit blinding me with your landing lights.
They're off.
Turn them off.
They're off. Everything's off. There we go. Whew. Yeah, so you've got your landing lights on, but I'm getting. We're flying in real time. And I've just activated the weather with FSGRW. If you're interested, I'm using Ultra Weather XP. Oh. That's it. Morning, Stefan. Morning, Neil. How are you? How are you both?
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tows. Stand by.
Right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll turn my cameras off. Whoops. So you don't see me eating toast and Marmite.
Cell is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much. We'll have a safe flight with any luck. Okay. I think we're almost ready to go. Just need to wait for that hand signal. He gets out so quick. Boop! There you are. Alright. So release parking brake. And apparently the A320 will literally taxi at idle. I have not moved the throttle. Excuse me. So, here we go. Now, apparently in Poscon, my flight plan is not activated until I'm actually wheels up. So even though I've filed the flight plan and everything, yeah, it's not activated on the system until you actually take off, which I find a bit strange. Speedbird 2302, taxi to Bravo 1, runway 12. So just make my announcements on 129.950. Now, the one thing that I can't show you, and myself and a mate of mine demonstrated this when I did the live stream. When I did the live stream of Poscom a week or so ago, I demonstrated something that unfortunately I can't show you today, and that is that there is no delay in the information that's sent. So, when somebody takes off, so if there was traffic in front of me, when the person takes off, that is when they take off. What I see is what's happening with them immediately. There is no delay. In VATSIM, I think there's something like a 2-second delay, maybe a bit more, between what's happening and what you actually see. Which means in Poscon you can actually see hard landings, which is really amazing. Neil Roberts, good here. You've got PACX working. It's good. Use it over both sims. PACX. I think I know what that is, but can you remind me? I'm doing very well, Stefan. My wife and I, we've both been vaccinated. Even though, because of our age, I didn't think we were going to get vaccinated. I didn't think we'd be vaccinated until we were in the 5th group. We were originally in the 5th group, but because my wife is a social worker and does child protection conferences, she's seen as vulnerable, and also because I drive for Hermes 2 days a week delivering parcels, I'm seen as a key worker and vital to the COVID relief effort. So let's just check nobody's coming down. That's good. Weather update there. I wish they could do those smoother. I really do. Okay, let's get on the runway.
Approaching 1, 2.
The RAS system.
On runway.
If you find time, fly
0,
tomorrow. We have
0,
an ATC event in
remaining.
India. Is that on Poscom? Aerostreamer, is that on Poscom? And can you give me the time in Zulu? For the event. Excellent.
On runway 1, 2.
Here we are on runway 12. Now, I said this the other day when I was demoing this, and I've said it a couple of times whilst I've been beta testing Poscom. For me, I don't know whether it's true, but it seems to have smoothed out the sim a little bit. I don't know. It might be just it might be a placebo effect. If it is a placebo effect, excuse me, it's a very pleasant one. Okay, I've got to go Toga on this one. So here we are, Toga. Just a bit of airspeed's alive, rudder's working, as opposed to nose wheel. trying desperately to keep straight. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Well, that was a nice shot. There we go, TCAS is fully on. Hand flying the departure, just a little bit too sharp in there. Autopilot 1 engaged. Not too far out. I wasn't too far off the flight director. So, there we have it. Departure on Poscom. Ultra Weather XP working very nicely. Doesn't look too dissimilar from what I see out the window. We need to be 7007 by Exmoor. So let's just dial that in. In fact, why not put it on managed? Speedbird 2302 passing 5,300 feet. Trust climb. A few people watching, if you want to say hello, good morning, whatever, good evening, I will give you a shout out. Passing 6,000 feet, standard. Taxi landing. Strobe is on. I really hate excuse me, the way the switches have worked in an Airbus. They seem counterintuitive. That toast is lovely. Toasted Marmite. Okay, let's have a look at the flight map. So there you are. You can see me. So there's only 5 pilots flying at the moment, and not forgetting, of course, Poscom is being betaed. Now then, you can join Poscom, and if you go to poscom.net, you can actually join. You can register to join, and obviously when it goes live, then everything will be set up for you, ready to go. So if you're interested, go to Poscon, POSCON.net, and you can join there. You can see my flight here. Now, with the map, if I click on myself, over here, it brings up my profile, my little profile picture of me when I was a kid, the aircraft I'm flying, where I'm flying to and from. It even has my flight plan there for you to copy. It's got my heading, my ground speed, altitude, etc., etc. I just need to go back and check my altitude at the moment. So let me get back in the cockpit. Let's go to 3.5. I was going to fly at 350, wasn't I? There we are. Push that in, and we should start climbing. There we go, we're climbing. And we'll climb up to cruise now. So, where was I? I was showing you the map, wasn't I? So here we are. As I was saying, you can see my altitude is going up now. It even tells you what latitude and longitude I'm at, what frequency I am on. My track, that's my heading, that's my actual track. My vertical speed is 3,000 plus feet a minute. My squawk code. Excellent. Now then, there's something that I was kind of a little bit dubious about when I first picked up Poscom. Oh, look at that weather. When I first picked up Poscom, I was a little bit dubious about a system that they have, which is they have a system whereby you're awarded points. Yeah. Basically, you're awarded points for flights, and also other people, pilots and ATC can rate you as well. And I was a little bit, oh, this don't feel right, kind of thing. I didn't actually relish the idea of being rated by other pilots or ATC. But on reflection, it's not such a big deal. And certainly you get points for different things. So I'll get points for this flight today. Now, when you join up, and I'll tell you this now, when you join up, or when you actually register, you've got to go through the computer-based training program before you can actually log in or anything, and you also have to connect your Discord to theirs, or you connect your account to the Discord server. Okay, now you have to go through this computer-based training, and it is 27 pages long. And when I say computer-based training, you're actually listening. You're not actually doing anything. You're listening, but at the same time as you're listening, you're learning about the rules and regulations of Poscom, which is the same as any other online network, same as VATSIM, same as IVAO. It's just that with Poscom, it is very long, and unfortunately, to my ears, I found the voice somewhat irritating for at least the first third of it, and then I kind of tuned out the irritating bit and just listened to what was being said. I listened to what was being said all the way through, don't get me wrong, but for a good while I found it a little bit irritating. But that was just the voice that I was hearing, or should I say the accent that I was hearing, that I found somewhat irritating. And I'm not even sure if it was a real person that had done the recording, or whether it was a text-to-speech type program. Anyway, enough of that. So you've got to go through 27 pages. It is long. It takes about 20 minutes. And I guess Poscom's thinking is, if you can get through that, then you really want to learn how to fly on their network. So I thought, at first I thought, ugh, this is CBT training. But then I've done loads of that in my career when I was working, so not a problem. Once you're through that, you can then fly on the network. Okay, but as I say, at the moment, Poscom.net is not live, it's still being beta tested, and it seems to be a rather long beta testing program. I have found nothing wrong with it at all. No bugs whatsoever. Works flawlessly. Does things slightly differently from IVAO and VATSIM in terms of filing a flight plan, but once you get used to that, it's simple. Let's have a look. So NPLO Aviation, morning. Dipped my toe in the Poscom water last week after your last video on the subject, but I found the flight plan a bit over the top. It was almost too real. NPLO Aviation, yeah, I suppose so. But if you use SimBrief in the way that I did and just let SimBrief populate it, then you don't have to worry about what needs to be written in anything, because SimBrief does it for you. And I hate to say this, but flight simulation to this level, high-end flight simulation, is about trying to get things as real as possible. I mean, I've been into flight simulation since, well, I don't know how long, but I first went online in 2005, started on VATSIM in 2005, and it was always about as real as it gets, kind of thing. But if you can get past that bit about the flight plan, then it's great. You know, you can do VFR flying, not so easily, but you can do it, no problem. Not sure if the point system is active at the moment, as you don't get points. Neil, I got points when you can certainly get points when you go through the CBT training, but I don't know about flights. We'll find out at the end of this flight whether I get the points. Oh, Neil, you've been in Poscom since it started. Yeah, it's a good couple of years ago now. I think I first joined Poscom and didn't do anything about it. Oh, it's got to be at least 3 years ago, I think. After speaking with Matt Davis at RAF Cosford one year. And then, of course, there was all that hoo-ha about Poscom offering money to VATSIM and God knows what else, and I think which was all smoke and mirrors. Yeah, you gain points whether others leave feedback about you or lose them on poor ratings by others. Yeah, now that is the thing that I was a little bit unsure about Aerostreamer. The fact that could it be abused? You know, somebody dislikes me. You know, one of my trolls gets on there and they start writing bad stuff about me. You know, but I was then assured that every point is reviewed, or all feedback is reviewed. I wish Ultra Weather XP could sort out the weather refresh. I don't like it when it does that sudden refresh. I'm sure there's a way of sorting that out, and I'll have a word with Abdullah. I'll write to him and see what he says. Kevin McCarthy. Hello, Kevin. How are you? But you mainly fly on IVAO. Yeah, I fly on VATSIM. Have done for years. Is SkyMax Pro version 5 worth it? Good question. I've done some reviews, Aerostreamer, on my channel here. You could have a look at the reviews. If you remember of XPlane Dedicated, I did a critical review of I think it was the three main packages, and that critical review was very well received. I'll find you the link for XPlane Dedicated, which is my Facebook group. Very friendly, family-friendly Facebook group. I'll put it in here. Please join. If you join, I'll approve you straight away. Neil. Okay. Neil, I meet so many people, especially when I'm at Cosford. Let me tell you, Aerostreamer, about SkyMax Pro 5. SkyMax Pro version 5, what they've done is they've gone down the volumetric cloud route. Okay, tried to create volumetric clouds, and what they've done is that the volumetric clouds within SkyMax Pro 5 are both a beta. So you've got volumetric overcast clouds and volumetric cumulus clouds, and they're both beta. Now, in all of their advertising, they never said that they would be beta. So being beta suggests that there are a couple of glitches, and they'll update it. Now, as I say, I've done critical reviews on my channel, and I did the critical review in Facebook of 3 of the main ones, and I drew some conclusions. SkyMax Pro is what it is, and it, you know, for me, I like it. I've always liked it since version 1. With version 5, there are issues around the volumetric clouds that I can't deal with. That it doesn't work for me. The volumetric clouds don't work for me. But in version 5, you can still use the particle-based clouds, right, which are the original ones, and which I much prefer. I really do prefer them over the volumetric ones. They look nicer. So, and also that in SkyMax Pro version 5, because of a lot of the internal work that they've done, and they have done an awful lot of work, the particle-based clouds actually look better in version 5 than in version 4. So, at the moment, you can get it for $19 as well, because you're an existing customer. So it's worth getting for the mere fact that the volumetric clouds, they will be worked on because they're in beta, but it's also worth getting because the particle-based clouds within version 5 are better than the particle-based clouds in version 4. I hope that helps. Neil, enjoy your shopping trip. Just a quick note that Motion Cap is free on Sim Market today. What's Motion Cap, Lee? Oh, link in XPD Facebook group. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go there. XPD 14. Okay. Okay, there's no new pending members. Lee Waterall, Sim Market, Motion Cap, ultra precise 6 degrees of head tracking solution. Oh right, okay. I got 2 of those. Track clip and the other one, which I can't remember the name of. And I've got a lot of windows open now on my PC. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. That's the one I want. Yeah, thanks, Lee. It's head tracking. So basically, you can do this kind of thing by just moving your head, which is actually really cool. When you get it working and it works good, it's really cool. XP Realistic does the same kind of thing, but does it in software as opposed to hardware. And I suppose, is Motion Cap the same thing? Is it kind of the same thing as XP Realistic? Let me go and have a proper look. What the hell's that? What's he wearing on his head? Oh no, I'm not going to sit in my room with that thing on my head. Okay, I got a video for you guys. Let's stick this in here. Yeah, there we go. Have a look at that video, guys. No, that can't be right, surely. Lee, are you telling me you've got that? You've got one of them, have you? Oh, look at the wings flexing on this aircraft. Look at that. I remember the wing flex in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004. Okay. Oops. There we go. Lean on your lever too much in. Messages coming through here now. Let's have a look. My Twitter feed is blowing up for some reason. I don't doubt that it works, but I can just imagine what my wife would say if she walked into my study and saw me with that thing wrapped around my head. Oh dear, dear, dear. So Lee, you're saying it works. Have you got it? And if you have got it, I want to see a picture of you wearing it. So I'm just looking through my Facebook. Somebody here has got Ultra Weather XP VR mode in action. And this is what he's got. His plugin. It's Ultra Weather XP Active Sky Reshade with the Zephyr preset. He's using X America, B States, Texas, Global Forest North America, and Just Flight PA28. And he was in VR as well. Kind of looks good. I love the way people to get the best clouds imaginable. They start looking for all sorts of stuff. There's nothing. So, so Lee, you're sat in your hotel room, right? You're sat in your hotel room with your laptop with that square thing on your head. I'd love to see a picture of that, mate. I really would. But if it works, it works. And it's free. So what, do you make the square thing yourself, or do you get that sent you? With the software? I don't know. You get a piece of A4 paper and stick it on some cardboard. Okay. Whereabouts am I? Let's have a look on the live map. Where I'm at. Oh. That'd be a nice screenshot, actually. There we go. Take a picture of that. That's the only thing they need to sort out in XPlane is the contrails. Make them white instead of that horrible, dirty, black, all that pollution. The wind is a bit vicious here. Okay. Let's see if we can get a meta for. I've forgotten where I'm flying. LFLB. So QNH is 1021. 10. Temperature is -1. Not -1, it's 0, it's 1. Clear, can do 0, clear. 0 or 1. Yeah, wind is 010 at 11 knots. 010/11. Okay. Without checking the type, and do config 3. Next phase. Okay. Alright. Top of descent is just after Kepi. See. Okay, it's like top of descent. Thereabouts, so we're doing alright. And capture, if I recall, is 6,000 feet. So 6.5. Okay, we're doing good. I wish there was a way we could pop out the FMC and put it on another screen. Alright, let's see. Is there any other questions, any conversation? Let's have it. One thing I like about Ultraweather XP is what they seem to have done. It seems to have worked out this the cloud draw distance issue. So you are seeing cloud to the horizon. The one thing I dislike is the weather refresh. I'm pretty sure there could be a way around that. That's not what I wanted. What I wanted. Yeah. No, that's right. There could be a way around that, but it's not always noticeable. Can I hear the mailman then? Alright, here he comes. Oh. Oh, my back. I hurt my back the other day. I don't know how the hell I managed it, but I did. Ugh. I've stopped drinking coffee now, so eating toast. Just drinking coffee. Oh, my back. Welsh Water are here again digging up our street because there's a problem with the water, and this is the third time they've dug it up in less than a year. And she's really getting a bit silly. And as I look out the window, I can see water pouring down the street. So it's something to do. There's been a problem with the water main, leaking underground, and they tried to fix it, and they're on the third time of trying to fix it. I don't know. See, there's that weather refresh. Oh, and now I'm being hit by a 58 knot crosswind. I don't know how many of you have got X camera, but I use X camera, and I have a number of views set up on. If you can see my throttle here, I have a number of views, and I have them set up on that button there, both left and right, and up and down. So I can change views literally just by moving my index finger here. People have them set up. I mean, you can have as many views as you want in X camera. The ones that cause the most problems for people is cockpit views. So you have things like this. I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Airport LFLB, and I want to have a look at arrival. It's an RNAV approach. Transition altitude 6,500 feet. Oh gosh. Well, I can't find any decision height on this chart. Can't find it. Not to worry. I'm quite happy with the decision height I've put in anyway. There we go. That's where I start my top of descent. About 160 miles. Now this is where this, you know, I can love this. Once again, the real problem is you can't move it onto another screen, which would be nice. If I could move those over onto another monitor, that'd be really nice, but unfortunately you cannot. But not to worry. That is handy though, you know, that you can zoom in that much, and then of course you could, you know, have it nice and large there. You see exactly what's going on. Hang on, where am I? That's the one I want. Okay, my top of descent. So, you know, nothing exciting. Yeah, I've been looking at the approach charts. Did I look at the approach charts? I thought I did. No, I didn't. You're quite right. I was on the wrong ones. That's what I was looking for. What did I have? Refer to minimums. Minimums. 11.3a. 11.3a. There we go. What? $1,700 feet. Wow. So 5.5%, which I think is what it is. But that's missed approach climb gradient. Decision altitude at say 141 is 3,609 feet. Can't see that. That seems a bit high. RVR 2,400 meters. 1589. Okay. 1589. I'd be surprised if I could even get that in. Oh, I can. I'll put it in. That's what it says. Yeah, of course it is. It's what, 3,000 feet? Something like that, from what I remember. Okay, that's what it says, so that's what I put in. For an approach speed of around about 140 knots. Sorry, back. was 11A, wasn't it? So what, hang on. Values in brackets are QFE or radial. So 1000, so for 140, what did I say? 140, it would be 1990. 1990 feet. It's even higher. Right, you print out the sheet, stick to cardboard in a free track R. Right. Right. Well, they'd probably be on Q&H. So if it's on Q&H, slightly lower. Right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. If you'll all excuse me a moment, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Right. My coffee's getting a bit cold now. I don't know how many of you have flown into Shortbreak. It is really nice approach, and you have to trust your FMC, especially if the weather's bad. I flew I flew in there last night. I did a 10-mile approach into Chambray last night, and the weather was a bit thick, to say the least, but I did it visually. I was in a 737. I can handle the 737s manually a lot better than I can handle the Airbus. Although I am getting more and more used to the Airbus. I do like flying it. But yeah, so I flew into Chambray last night, and as I said, the weather was a bit thick, a bit cloudy on descent, but I got in there. Okay, so put the big number into the MCD here. Okay. What was the big number? Well, that's the biggest number, isn't it? That was the big number. So we'll put that one on. We'll leave that one in. Let's have a look on the live map for Poscom, see what's happening, if there's anybody else. I don't know how many beta testers they've got, but I think it's quite a few, but you never kind of see them all on at the same time. Let me show you something else for those of you who have not seen this before. So we'll go to settings. I can show weather. I like that. And here we have the weather. It's maybe slightly inaccurate, I don't know, because I can't remember what's happening in the UK today, but yeah, certainly the east coast there being hit by that cold weather coming out of the Balkans and the Ukraine. At the moment I am flying over pretty clear skies, and that would appear to be quite accurate there. You can, there's a thing called ghosted. You see this person up here, Ryanair 9192, he's ghosted. So he hasn't fully activated his account, or he may not be flying or anything, but he's what is known as ghosted. I can hide him. See, so he's hidden. So the ghosted people are the ones that are not actually flying. I think it's flying online. Someone will have to remind me. Or they may be paused. If you hit the pause button, you ghost, which means you get disconnected from the network. You're still kind of logged on, but you're disconnected. It's weird. I'll have to reread everything. There's no en route ATC anywhere at the moment, anywhere in the world. And regarding weather, obviously this is not the weather all over the world, and I've seen this before in other programs that depict weather, and clearly these are the areas where weather stations are actually transmitting their weather data. So I'm assuming if you was to fly here in India, you'd have very little weather. It'd show you very little. There's a bit there as you zoom in. Say Australia, that's a little bit more detailed, but you can see like this distinct circle here, and that's obviously the range of that weather radar. Yeah, and there's another one there. You can see a circle there and one up here as well. So the weather that's transmitted is a bit hit and miss. Not too bad in Europe. I have seen, over there in Eastern Europe, Russia. Oh, excuse me. In some of the Balkan states, you can see that quite clearly there. So, all interesting stuff. Turn that off. Alright. So there am I. Still going along quite nicely. Enjoying the flight as I am, I must admit. I'm enjoying it even more so because it's quite uneventful. Nothing's happening. There's no major hiccups. No disconnections from the network. Although, that being said, Poscom does do the same kind of thing as XPilot, and that is if your frames drop below a certain number, you will get disconnected. But in Poscom, you don't get disconnected, you get ghosted, which means that you're still flying your flight plan, etc., but you're not visible on the network. You can unghost yourself. You request to be unghosted through the Poscom launcher, and that works very efficiently, I have to say. So, how are I doing? 40 miles from TD, 40 miles from top of descent. I need to check my flight plan. Hang on, let's close that. It's not allowing me. So you're saying Okepi flight level 206. That changes as we get there. It's weird. Something went wrong there with the flight planning, but not to worry. Because as soon as we get to there, I'm going to be descending. I'm going to start my descent, and I'm going to go down to. I'll put in 173. Okay. I'm saying 131 since I first got in the aircraft, so I've been flying probably about an hour and 10 at a guess, maybe a bit more. My plan was to depart at 9:45? Yeah, it's 10:43 now. I've probably been flying about an hour and 10 minutes at a guess. Ooh. Okay. I love trying to figure out what the delay is on YouTube. Which I'm going to do any moment now. Once I get back to the cockpit, so I'm in the cockpit now, I'm going to change a view of the cockpit and then I'll count how long it takes to change on VATSIM. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's about a 10-second delay, 8 to 10-second delay between what I do and it appearing on the channel. Which is a bit much. So, not really that far to go. 120, maybe 130 track miles. I'm coming up to my top of descent in 40 miles. Just under 40 miles from my top of descent. which is always a pleasant aspect of flight. For those of you who fly in the real world, I love it when I go flying, although we haven't been flying for well over a year now. But when we go away on holiday, my wife and I, generally we end up sitting next to somebody who is extremely nervous about flying, or moderately nervous about flying, and I love telling them about the different phases of flight, you know, just to put them at ease. And of course you get to the top of descent and tone of the engines changes, everything, and you feel, just as you come over the arc, you just feel that slight kind of bit of weightlessness, ever so slight, you know, it's almost imperceptible. And then people realise that you're actually descending when babies start crying because they can't pop their ears. And that's when people start, you know, they start looking out the windows and realising that we are actually descending, when I knew we was descending way before that. Because the tone of the engines changes as the aircraft throttles back to, you know, like 60% idle. Everything just changes ever so quickly. I really like it. Anyway, there we are, top of descent. That was a quick 40 miles. And we're going down. And we are flying very much sideways. My heading is supposed to be 150, just, but my track is almost like 16.5. Chill Brew, hi there, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. Whereabouts are you flying? Without me pulling up the live map looking for you, because I don't know what your call sign is, whereabouts are you? Don't tell me you're at Chambray waiting for my landing. See me planted into the ground. No, I have total faith in myself, in my aircraft, in my systems. I will land it. There'll be a nice, smooth landing into Chambray. And then I'll go off and get a glass of whiskey. Funnily enough, two of my favourite flights is this one, Cardiff into Chambray, and Bristol into Malpensa, oddly enough. Malpensa, of course, you go over the Alps, come down the other side into northern Italy, which is that's a really cool flight. Really, really cool. Love it. So once we get down to Chilbrew, your Shamrock 180 Tango, let's have a look for you. Online flights. There you go. There you go. Found you coming out of Austria, I think. Not Austria, out of Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland, that'll be. No flight plan filed. Ooh. Good to see you anyway, Dave. Right, let me just reduce this. Put that back over there. Yeah. Nice. The one thing I dislike about Poscom is that there's no private messaging, so you and I can't chat to each other. I suppose we could do it on Discord if I had Discord on, which which is normally activated. So let's have a look at Discord and Poscom. Oh no, the Poscom. And there is a I thought there was a voice room in oh, there are voice channels. There's one general. I think, yeah. There's a voice room on Poscom network in general on Discord. So that's where I am now. So we could chat to each other there, or we could set up a private frequency on our FMC radios, so we talk to each other that way. But if everybody did that, if you had a lot of people on and they all started doing that, then those frequencies would get taken over very quickly. That's the only thing I dislike. There's no way of private messaging you, right? But we cannot text to each other, and I kind of dislike that. But c'est la vie, as they say. C'est la vie. How long have you been using Poscon then, Dave? Just put that in the chat if you can. Be interesting to hear what other beta testers think, and their comments, because at the moment, it's just me yammering on kind of thing. I mean, it seems incredibly stable, but then again, there's only like the most I've ever seen on the network is 16 beta testers. I would be interested to know what it's like for others on different simulators. I mean, I'm using XPlane. A friend of mine, he's used it with Prepared, I think.
Oh, Mr. Wycliffe, how are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Good. So, where are you flying?
Where am I flying?
Oh, shut up, Matt. The idiot. Got you.
Oh dear. I could have kept that up.
You could have done. Idiot.
What are you doing?
I'm streaming on Poscom.
Right.
Flying to Chambray at the moment. Yeah.
You did say yesterday. I was trying to figure out what you told me.
Oh.
I thought you told me something. He was doing something today.
I don't think I told you I was doing this. Did I?
You did, yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm on Poscom and I'm live streaming down to Chambray, just at my top of descent at the moment. So descending, the weather is being depicted beautifully by Ultra Weather XP. I thought it was there's a guy called Chill Brew and he's flying. He's just coming out of Zurich. And I said, we could catch up on Discord because there's no private messaging in Poscon, and I thought that was you. I thought that was him. I was very and then I caught your accent.
Yeah. Well, you must have looked at the screen.
No, I didn't.
He's actually buying it. I thought instantly he's going to know it's me.
No, I didn't look at the screen. Because at first I wasn't sure where the transmission was coming from at first.
Right.
But then I caught your accent just on one thing.
But it was fun while it lasted.
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely. Defiantly. Right. So, haven't got far to go now. How far have we got? Roughly 80 miles. Weaving through the mountains and hopefully not planting it on the runway. What do you reckon?
Well, we can only hope. The problem with Chambray is you're coming quite high.
Yeah.
And you've sort of got to land within the touchdown zone in order to stop in time.
Yeah. I think it captures 6,500 or some ridiculously high number, 62, something stupid like that. But it's doable. I've done it in a 757 in the past.
Yep.
So it's perfectly doable. It's just
whack the auto brake up and
yeah.
Full reverse.
Oh, you can only have medium brakes on Airbus. You can't go max, can you?
The low, medium, and high, or something like that. There's 3 settings.
Low, medium, and max. I think with max, you'd probably have your face up against the cockpit windows.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you've been on Poscon about a week. Any comments? Anything you want to jot down there for others? Always interesting to get other people's views. I mean, for me, it's just completely stable. Matt, I know people can hear you anyway, Matt. So I don't know whether you want to, if you've got a view about Poscon. The 2 things I dislike is the messaging, that there is none, that you can't text people. But then again, in Poscon it says use Discord. And then the other thing is the oh crap. Oh, the rating, that people can rate you. Those are the 2 things that I'm not happy with, because I think the rating could be open to abuse. Somebody doesn't like you, they could start writing bad stuff about you, giving you bad feedback. Let's get comfy, ready for descent. So what have you done this morning, Matt? He's gone. He's buggered off.
I was muted.
Yeah. So what have you done this morning? No, hang on. I'll tell you what you've done this morning. You've got up, you've had breakfast, a cup of coffee, and that's it.
So, I've got up.
Yeah.
I'm having breakfast.
Oh,
okay.
So you haven't been up.
More accurate.
Yeah, you haven't been up that long then.
Been up since 8.
Yeah.
Been faffing about and all that. I just listened to myself back, by the way, on your stream. I was killing myself. Even I was impressed.
Okay, hi Wycliffe. On Poscon, I have frequency with no ATC on ground. 122950 in cruise, 12345 on COM2 guard frequency. Is that correct? It is. It is. It's not one. Is it 122950 or 129? Matt, can you remember? I thought it was 129950.
It's either 12295 or 12395.
No, it's 122. It's 122. It's 122.
Right.
I got it as 129. 129. It's 122. I'm pretty sure. One two two nine five. Yeah.
12295 sounds about right.
Yeah. Carl, regarding guard frequency, I mean, I haven't used that because there's not enough people around to use it. I mean, guard is for what, monitoring, Matt? I can't remember.
It's not really something that you'd use. I mean, Poscom seem to say in their documentation, it's more for if you forget a frequency and can ask or something about what frequency you should be on. So it's not, certainly on VATSIM anyway, it's not encouraged. But I'm really not sure about Poscom.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and reread, go through the stuff again. But yeah.
I think they just want you on the Unicom frequency.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 122950. I don't know, Carl. No, 121500, so ATC can call you. Could be. I'll have to check. I'll have to read back through. But the problem is, of course, I've had no experience of ATC on Poscom.
That's what we need to know.
Yeah.
What happens when ATC call you?
Yeah.
Because, like, on that sim you have an oral warning, don't you?
Yeah.
So what happens? And does it matter what frequency you're on? Are ATC still able to contact you?
Yeah. Right, Carl was called on ATC COM2. All right, he was on 121.500 the other day on COM2, and that's where ATC contacted him.
Right. Okay.
So I suppose they contact you on there and tell you what frequency to go to. Huh?
And is that via voice?
Right. Carl's saying, yeah, they should call you on guard frequency, yeah. So, and I'm assuming that's going to be by voice. So you have 121.500 in COM2. All right. So COM2 over here, 121.500. Let's do that. .500 in COM2. Alright. Yes, and it is voice. Carl has just confirmed that. So obviously what happened...
It's been a bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah. So they call you on 121.500 and then tell you to go to the frequency they want you on. Must be. Unless you can't be using 121.500 for everything, can
Well,
you?
there's no messaging, is there? So that's
the
only way they can do it, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, that would make sense because there is no messaging. You know, there's no pop-ups anywhere, is there? I haven't found anything that pops up and says go to this frequency. So yeah, that's how they're doing it. Which makes sense, I suppose. So 122950 is Unicom for announcing intentions. I thought I had. Sorry. There we go. There we go. 122.9. Oh shit. Well, that's gone to 122.95. 121.500. Huh? There is no volume button on there.
Down at the bottom.
Where?
See what it's lit up? See it lit up in white? I think you need to...
That
the
one?
second one across, from the white one.
That one? No.
No, the one above... No, I think it's the one above that.
That one. BHF2.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're on about?
I think it's that one. Now untick the other one.
Yeah, but it unticks it on the other side then. Carl, the second one should be lit up. It is. So both of them should remain lit. VHF1 and VHF2. Yes, right, that's okay. Right, thank you, Carl. Carl, did you? Yeah, did you find a manual anywhere for this? Because I couldn't find a manual. It was all pretty hit and miss kind of thing. And there's nothing in the library. You know, you go to the dashboard. There was a library somewhere. Is it in the? It's not in the dashboard. It's on the. It's on the Poscon. Not the Poscon launcher. The Poscon UI, I think. Anyway, wherever. Once the flight is over, I'll have another look around. This is the first time I've done a full flight on Poscom, but I don't remember finding a manual. We didn't find a manual, did we, Matt?
No.
No, we didn't. Oh, you looked in the frequently asked questions in the forum. Oh, you clever bugger. Why didn't I think of that? Anyway, we're getting there, as they say. Getting there.
I am going to load up at
Chambray.
But I think there's an update to the pilot client because I haven't used it for some time. So I'll probably have to do that first.
Get a move on, because you haven't got much time.
Oh, be on the ground way before you even get there.
Just coming up to Eknos.
Alright, that was quick. That's done.
Yeah. Old 505 Gaming, good morning to you. Hope you're well. I suppose I should check Twitch, because I'm streaming to Twitch as well at the same time. But, or I'm supposed to be, let's put it that way. You can never tell these days what the hell goes on with these. So go to my channel on Twitch. The video download was cancelled. Please try again. Clearly, I am not broadcasting on Twitch for some reason. So, just as well, there's 0 watchers there. We'll have to sort that out. Okay. Making quite a bit of a turn here, and the weather is getting a bit cloudy. Not too dramatic, but dramatic enough. Some nice screenshots here.
Now get into it then. Excuse me.
That's alright. Not an awful lot to see out the window, just cloud at the moment. But that's okay. Okay. In the critical phase now, Matt.
What's that?
Descended down to 6-2 for capture.
Right. I'll be there any second.
I'm coming up to Governor. Transition 6,500. You know that horrible feeling when you don't think you're descending quick enough?
Uh-huh. Alright. Oh, God, it's not very nice weather, Wick, on the ground. Yeah, this is live as well. It's very grey and rainy.
Okay.
Right, let's launch the client.
Well, I'm in the descent gate and the speed gate, so everything's got to be right. What do you think? What do you think there? Fair dinkum.
Right. According to that, I am connected. And what runway are you coming in on? The normal, yeah?
Yeah, 1-8.
Bloody hell. It's peeing it down here on the ground.
Yep, there you are. You are on the ground. I see you on the live map.
Good. Get some power on to the aircraft. What's your weather like? Hang on, I can have a look on your stream. Ah, here we go.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, I see. So at the minute, for you, it doesn't look too bad. I think by the time you actually get onto final and get lower, yeah, you're going to go into the soup eventually. Because the visibility doesn't look too good on the ground either.
Thousand feet to capture. Yeah, it's bubbling up over the hills here.
Yeah.
Gear down. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a more accurate picture. What you see now.
Altimeter setting.
Yeah, I'd say that was very accurate, Matt.
I can't show you my screen, but it gets a little bit duller than that.
What's the QNH? Have you got the QNH there? Is it still 1005?
I'm not sure because my jet is in inches. I was trying to figure out where to change that.
Oh, it's alright, I can. That's 1021. 1021.
$2,500.
2,500. Flap 3. You should. You might be able to see my lights.
2,500.
Just have a look. Not quite yet. I think you're a little bit further out.
Yeah, I can.
The visibility isn't helping either.
Yeah, I can just about pick up the runway. Passenger seats are vibrating a bit.
$2,500.
Andy Roberts, you've flown into Chambray in real life. I haven't, I must admit. I suspect it's pretty breathtaking coming in between these hills and over the lake.
100 above.
100 above.
2,000 minimum.
Still not seeing you yet, as of yet.
I've got your label has just appeared now. I forgot your label was on. Okay. Autopilot disengage my aircraft. 1,000 feet. If you can't see me now, Matt, you're never going to see me.
Well, I'm still looking. I haven't got any lights. I've got you on the other screen. I can see that you can see me. I think you're just going to sort of appear.
500 feet.
400.
400. Oops.
300.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
200.
Sink rate.
I'm not sinking.
Sink rate.
100.
Pull up.
50. 40.
Sink rate.
30. 20. Retard. 10.
1,500 meters remaining.
Well, that's Sodwick. I don't see you at all. And you've just touched down.
That is not.
600
I can hear you, but I can't see you. I have just done something with model matching, so let's have a look there. Oh yeah, here we go. All the messages telling me it was missing your. Okay, hang on then. I think I know why.
Oh, there we are.
Don't disconnect just yet.
No, I won't.
I've reconnected. Right, I see you now.
Alright. That was a pity, wasn't it?
I put the wrong model set in. I saw you on your stream anyway.
Yeah.
I was watching that and trying to figure out why I couldn't see you.
Yeah. There we go. Nice flight down to Chambray. Chambray, Alabama. A bit of a thing there, glitch over on the hills there. You can see where the clouds are touching the hills, like sparkle on the ridge line. Not too sure what's causing that. Well, that'll do, as they say. So 2 attempts to land, blinking out. So they managed to get in on the second one, did they? I'm going to have to come down here a bit, because oh yeah, I can get past that EasyJet to my right, which is static, so you probably can't see it.
Yep.
There's a bloody BizJet there, so I'm going to have to go here. This is the weird bit about Chambray, you have to turn around when you come on stand.
Yeah, they're those funny stands, aren't they?
Yeah. Or you come in on an angle or you turn around. So I'll just come straight in here. And there we have it. All done. So what happens now? So you disconnect. No, you don't disconnect. You shut engines down, and then that's your flight plan discarded with. Surely it must be. And then everything gets logged. Ah, you made it on the first attempt. Yeah, that would be good. This guy Andy Roberts, I don't know whether you read, and he said because he flew to Chambray. He was going on a snowboarding holiday, and he said it was brilliant flying through the mountains with the snow down to the lake.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. Okay. There we are. Nice landing. Thanks for watching. Some of you stuck with me all the way, some came in and out. And for those of you who catch this later, well, I'm sorry it's an early morning stream, but you know, got to do it when you can. So I think I should be calling it a day or a morning. I'll catch you all soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever, because the crazy YouTube algorithm likes the likes. And the more people who like, the more people who get to see the video. Okay, thanks again. We'll see you all soon. Take care. Cheerio.